Yeah, write down, sir. Types of projects. Number one is implementation project. Number two, rollout. Implementation project. Rollout project. Support. Support project. Upgradation project. Upgradation project. Enhancement project. Enhancement project. Testing project. Testing project. And if you want, you can write down one more as migration project. Write down migration project. Migration project. Okay. Yeah. Next point you write down, sir. For any type of project, for any type of project, for any type of project, we use, for any type of project, we use majorly two methods. Majorly we use two project methods. Majorly we use two project methods. Majorly we use two project methods. Number one, ASAP, ASAP methodology. SAP methodology, ASAP. Number two is Agile methodology, AZILE. ASAP methodology and Agile methodology. We are going to use ASAP methodology and Agile methodology. Okay. Yeah. Write down subheading ASAP methodology. Number one, ASAP methodology. Subheading ASAP methodology. Methodology means which process we are following it. So each method it will have different processing steps. So in SAP implementation or any project point of view, majorly we will use either SAP methodology or Agile methodology. Nowadays, moreover, we are using these two only. So in my current project also we are using SAP methodology, but some of the other projects they may use Agile methodology. So the usage of Agile methodology nowadays it is getting increased compared to SAP methodology, ASAP. Okay, yeah, write down SAP methodology subheading. Write down, sir. SAP methodology we also called SAP methodology we also called SAP methodology we also called Agile. We also called waterfall methodology. SAP methodology we also called waterfall methodology. SAP methodology we also called waterfall methodology. Okay, SAP methodology we also called waterfall methodology. Next point. Steps in SAP methodology. 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 Write down, sir. Number one. Number one. Number one. Kickoff meeting. Number one. Kickoff meeting. Number one. Kickoff meeting. Number one. Kickoff meeting. Number two. As is methodology. Sorry. Number two. As is. Number two. As is. Sir, just those who joined just now, just leave off page, sir. Off page. Off page enough. So you can take the recording and you can write it down those things, no issues. So just we are giving about projects in detail notes. Okay. Yeah. Write down, sir. First, sir, I'm repeating again. Okay. Side heading, ASAP methodology. Side heading is after off page, write down. Side heading is ASAP methodology. Those who join now, you leave off page. Leave off page and then write down. Side heading is ASAP methodology, ASAP. This is on, sir. ASAP methodology. ASAP methodology. And you can write down steps in ASAP methodology. So you write down this line, sir. ASAP methodology, also called waterfall methodology. ASAP methodology, also called waterfall methodology. ASAP methodology, we also called waterfall methodology. Next, write down steps in ASAP methodology. Number one, steps in ASAP methodology. Steps in ASAP methodology. Number one, kickoff meeting. Number one, kickoff meeting. Write down, sir, continuously. Number one, kickoff meeting. Number two, as is methodology. Number two, as is. as is methodology. Number 3, to be process. Number 3, to be process. Number 3, to be. Number 4, business blueprint. Number 4, business blueprint. Number 4, business blueprint. Number 5, realization phase. Number 5, realization phase. Realization phase. Next one, you write down go live. Go live. Realization phase. Post realization. Next one is go live. Go live. And the last one is hypercare support. Last one is hypercare support. Last one is hypercare support. Okay, sir. So you write down each subheadings. Number 1, kickoff meeting. Subheadings, kickoff meeting. Kickoff meeting. This is initial meeting between. This is initial meeting between. This is initial meeting between. Initial meeting between the business side. The business side as well as business side as well as it is initial meeting between business side as well as IT consulting side as well as IT consulting side. As well as IT consulting side where we have where we have where we have introduction between where we have introduction between business team as well as IT team, where we have introduction between business team introduction between business team and IT team. Introduction between business team and IT team from lower level to till higher level management. From lower level to till higher level management. From lower level to till higher level management on both the sides. From lower level to higher level management on both the sides. Both the sides means business as well as IT. From lower level to higher level management, both the sides. From lower level management to higher level management on both the sides. Clear, sir? Srinivas Rao, clear, sir? Sai? Okay?
Clear.
Yeah. So just what I mean to say is, so kickoff meeting nothing but you are going to start your implementation project or rollout project or take any project. It is a new project to you, new project to your organization. If it is already started, then we are going continuously. If it is a freshly starting, then we'll have this meeting. So where whoever is their associate, then followed by senior associate, consultant, then senior consultant, team lead, manager, senior manager, leadership within the leadership, director, senior director. Okay, everybody will involve in this call. Everybody will involve in this call from IT side as well as business side also. Everybody will involve. And also we will have the contact, what purpose, whom we need to approach. If it is related to finance, whom you need to approach in the business side. If it is related to procurement, whom we need to approach. If it is related to sales or OTC, order to cash, whom we need to approach. Like that, we know whom to approach, what purpose we need to approach, and who is your lead. If there is an issues, whom we need to escalate. Everything will be decided within that call. Okay, your kickoff meeting is important meeting for every new project. Okay, na sir? Yeah. Next round. Next one. Write down as is. As is process. Next one is as is. IS hyphen AS. As is. This is one, sir. As is process. As is process. Write down, sir. In as is process, in as is process, we will record in as is process, we will record the current business processes. In as is process, we will record the current business processes. In as is process, we will record the current business processes. We will record the current business processes as a documentation, as a documentation, as a documentation, as a documentation, and we will get approval from the business also. And we will get approval from business. And we will get approval from business. And we will get approval from business. We will get approval from business. Okay. Yes, sir. Done. Completed. Yeah. Okay, sir. So here what we are going to do in as is process. So you know whom to approach based on your kickoff meeting. So you will approach the respective concerned persons related to the current business processes, how they are doing in their current business. So even though you are an SAP consultant, you know very well about SAP processes. But when it comes to the business people knows very well their process, very well their business processes. So we should not show the attitude to the business team, sir. Always we have to be polite and we'll try to get the details from him, from the business people. We'll try to get the details from the business people. If you show the attitude, then it is going to be a problem to you, not the business people. So after completion of your development also, they will say that this is not suits to me. Please try to do whatever my expectation is. Then again, you need to rework on your objects. That is why we need to be very polite with the business team and we need to get the details properly from the business team. Okay. Even though you know well-versed process of SAP, but you doesn't know what is the current business processes they are using, because they are not using SAP system. They are using their own systems. It might be any ERP or it might be their own also, which you doesn't know it. You know only SAP, but the business person knows what the business is doing. So when you are able to know what business is doing, then only you are able to make proper documentation and proper implementation in SAP. So that is the reason we need to be very polite with business and we need to get the details from business as much as possible. Okay. And even for every documentation, the approval is mandatorily required. So that is what I'm saying. So once you prepare your documentation, it is mandatory to you to take approval from the business. Okay, it is mandatory to you to take the approval from the business. So this is what you have given a KT to me or you have given the knowledge to me. Based on that, I have prepared the document. You check the document, whatever I understand or whatever the details I have documented, is it in proper manner or not? Is it the same process you have explained to me not? That is the agreement between you and the business. So that is the reason everywhere we need to take proper approvals. So in future, if somebody says, no, this is wrong, then you can show the document. So this is what you have explained. This is what I have understand. Based on my understanding, I have documented it and I have given this document for your review and I took approval also from you. That means you also agreed the same business process. Based on that only, I have done my development. So always your approvals or your documentations is going to be your Bible or whatever we can say. So which is mandatory required. Clear, sir? Yes, sir. Anybody having any doubt on as is process? Okay, if clear, then we'll go to the next one, sir. Yeah. Next one you write down, sir. Next one you write down. To be process. Next one. Next one is to be process. Next side heading is your to be process. To be process. Next one you wrote then to be process. Yeah. In to be process, we are going to identify the fitment, the we are going to identify the fitment, FITMENT, fitment. We are going to identify the fitment. We are going to identify fitment and gaps. GAPS, gaps. We are going to identify the fitments and gaps. We are going to identify the fitments and gap. Based on the, we are going to identify fitments and gaps based on the as is document which has been finalized. Based on the as is document which has been finalized. As is document which has been finalized. Okay, clear, sir? So here, what is fitment, what is gap? So now, assume you are working as a consultant in an organization. Now you had a discussion with your business, and business provided their processing steps to you. This is the process. Let's take, as we are in a finance, so they have explained to you how they are doing their financial entries, general entries, or how they are doing their customer invoice, how they are doing their vendor invoice, how they are doing their vendor payments, how they are receiving the customer payments. All these things they have explained to you. How they are doing on currently. Present ఎలా చేస్తున్నారు అనేది నీకు ఒక ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇచ్చారు. దాన్ని నువ్వు ఒక డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ చేసావు. దెన్ ఆ డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ బిజినెస్ చేత అప్రూవ్ చేసుకున్నావు. నౌ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ప్రిపేరింగ్ యువర్ టు బి ప్రాసెస్. యువర్ టు బి ప్రాసెస్ మీన్స్, సో నువ్వు ఏదైతే బిజినెస్ నుంచి తీసుకున్నావో అవన్నీ స్టాండర్డ్ ఎస్ఏపిలో డిఫాల్ట్ సిస్టంలో చేయొచ్చా చేయలేమా? You are having a small question mark here. Whatever the business processes you have collected, does those business processes can be implemented directly in SAP or not? Are we able to implement the same business processes into SAP or not? Simple. If you are able to process, then we will say it as fit. If you are able to process it, we will say it as a fit. If you are not able to do that one, then we are going to say it as gap. Okay, fitment means we can use standard SAP. Gap means it is not available in standard SAP, but we can develop our own and we can get it done as per business requirement, which is possible in SAP. Clear, sir? What is fitment? What is gap? Yes, sir. Response, please. Akhil, Abhi.
Yes, sir.
Sai, okay. Others also, Sumalata, clear? Okay. Yes, sir. So if you are raising hand means you are having some doubts. Okay. If no doubts, then okay, fine. Yeah. So you just write down, sir, fitment. Just subheading, or you can write down fitment. 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 As per business process, as per business requirement, as per business requirement, as per business requirement, if we are having as per business requirement, as per business requirement, if we are having as per business requirement, if we are having as per business requirement, if we are having if we are having standard functionality in SAP, if we are having standard functionality in SAP, standard functionality in SAP, then if we are having standard functionality in SAP, then we can say it as fitment. 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 Next one, gap. Gaps. Gaps. The required business processes. The required business processes. The required business processes. The required business processes. If we are not able to achieve, if we are not able to achieve, if we are not able to achieve in standard SAP processes, if we are not able to achieve in standard SAP processes, then we will say it as a gap. Then we will say it as gaps. Then we will say it as gaps. Then we will say it as a gaps. Next, In SAP, the gaps can be filled or overcome. In SAP, the gaps can overcome. In SAP, the gaps can overcome. The gaps can overcome by using workaround solution. By using workaround solution. By using workaround solution or customized solution or customized or development or customized solution or customized solution. Or customized solution. So here now you understand what is gap, what is fitment, and what is workaround solution means. In standard SAP itself, you are going to have multiple processes. You will use, instead of one process, you will use 2-3 processes, and you will achieve your business requirement without doing any customization or development. Okay, that is your workaround solution. Development means purely we are going to work with ABAP team and we will do new development as per business requirement. Okay, those things will come up later, sir. Okay, next one, business blueprint. Next one, you write down business blueprint. Next one, you write down business blueprint. Next one, you write down business blueprint. Business blueprint. Business blueprint. Business blueprint is the business blueprint is the business blueprint is the business blueprint is the finalized document. Business blueprint is the finalized document for doing the configuration in system, for doing the configuration or developments, for doing the configuration, for doing the configuration or developments in the system, for doing the configurations or developments in the system, for doing the configuration or developments in the system. Configuration or developments in the system. Next point. In business blueprint, we will finalize. In business blueprint, we will finalize all the organization structures. We will finalize all the organization structures, and the required master data configurations by setup required, and we'll do the required master data setup. Required master data setups. And the same we need to get approval. Sir, any document you are preparing it is mandatory to you to take the approval from business. Any document. If you are doing something related to configuration or development, then it is mandatory to you to take the approval from business. It is mandatory to you to take approval from business. Okay. So now we have discussed about business blueprint, right? So what we are going to do exactly? So your business blueprint is your finalized document based on your as is and to be processes. Okay. Now you have completed your as is process and also you have completed your to be process. In as is process, you have collected the business information, and in to be process, based on business information, which is going to be fit in SAP and which is not going to fit in SAP, standard SAP. That is what you have finalized. Now, based on this one, what and all the configuration is or what and all the development is required for your business setup in SAP. That is what you are going to do in business blueprint. In your business blueprint, you are going to define your organization structure as well as required master data setup related configurations, which has been finalized in your business blueprint, sir. Based on your to be process only, we are going to do your business blueprint. So whatever has been finalized in your to be process, same only we are going to bring it into your business blueprint. And along with that, we are going to say what configuration we need to do in SAP system. Okay, fine, sir. After some days, once you are into the system and once you understand what is organization structure, what is master data, what is transaction data, once you understand of all these things, then I will show you some of the business blueprints which have been worked or which whatever the demo business blueprints which we are having it. I will show you the business blueprints. How are we going to work with business blueprints? I will show you two, three different nature of or different businesses blueprints so that it will be easy to you to understand once you are into work. What is business print? What I need to work? You will get it clarity on it. Okay, clear, sir. Till here, business blueprint. Anybody having any doubts, sir? Please. Anybody having any doubt, please? Okay. If no doubts, then we'll go to the next one, sir. We'll go to the next one. Realization phase. Next one you write down, sir. Realization phase. Realization phase. Realization phase. Okay. Write down, sir. In realization phase, write down. In realization phase, we are going to do the configuration. In realization phase, we are going to do the configuration. We are going to do the configuration in system, in SAP system, based on the based on the based on the based on the organization structures, based on the organization structures, based on the organization structures, which has been finalized, in business blueprint, which has been finalized in your business blueprint, which has been finalized in business blueprint, which has been finalized in your business blueprint. Yeah. Next point you write down. Next point you write down. Yeah. So in realization phase, in realization phase, along with configuration, along with configuration, in realization phase, along with configuration, we also do the testing. We also do the testing. In realization phase, along with configuration, we also do the testing. We also do the testing. Yeah. Write down, sir. Types of testings. Types of testing. Types of testings. Types of testing. Number one, types of testings. Number one, unit testing. Number one, unit testing. Number two, quality testing. Number one, unit testing. Number one, unit testing. Number two, quality testing. Number two, quality testing. Number three, regression testing. Number three, regression testing. Number three, regression testing. Number four, integration testing. Number four, integration testing. Number five, user acceptance testing. Number 5, user acceptance testing in bracket UAT. User acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Yeah. Now we'll take the explanation of each type of testing, sir. First one, unit testing. Unit testing. First one is unit testing. You write down, sir. Unit testing. As a functional consultant, we do our own testing. As a functional consultant, we do our own testing in development systems. We do our own testing in development system. We do our own testing in development system is called as a functional consultant. We do our own testing in development system. Enough, sir. In development system. As a functional consultant, we do our own testing in development system and will check in development system and will check whether the functionality is working 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 as per expectation or not. As per expectation or not. And the functionality is working as per expectation or not. And the functionality is working as per expectation or not. Okay. So unit testing means assume you are working in a project. You have done this some configuration as per business requirement. So you know what purpose the configuration has been done. So you are going to test that one, whether it is working fine or not. If it is working fine, then okay. If it is not working fine, then you might have done some config mistakes. You need to rectify and you need to retest. Okay, that is what we are going to do in your unit testing. Okay, next one, quality testing. Next one is quality testing. Next one is quality testing or quality assurance. We also say quality assurance, QAS, quality assurance system, quality assurance testing, quality testing. Next one you write down as quality testing. Yeah. Based on client to client, based on client to client, based on client to client, the QS quality assurance testing, based on client to client, the quality testing may differ, may differ. Based on client to client, the quality testing may differ. The quality testing may differ, comma, in quality system, in quality testing, in quality testing, in quality testing, we are going to have a separate testing teams. We are going to have a separate testing teams. In quality testing, we are going to have a separate testing teams. We'll have a separate testing teams, and this team will do their testing, 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 this team will do their testing, and this team will do their testing, and this team will do their testing in quality server or quality system. In quality server, and this team will do their testing in quality server or quality system separately, and they documented the each testing results, and they document the each testing results, and they document the each testing results, and they document the each testing results as a evidence, as a evidence, as a evidence. As a evidence. So here what they will do, sir? Quality testing means you will have separate testing teams. Outside also you might have heard about it, manual testing, automation testing, all these things. They are the testing teams. They also working on SAP, and they do the business testings. Whatever the business requirement, based on that, whether the system is working fine or not, they also will do testing. And for every testing, they do document whatever the data they are giving it, what is the result, everything they do the testing. So like they check the whatever the input parameters, whatever the values we are giving it, and what is the output of it, and does it be correct or wrong? Is it correct or wrong? So everything, that means the test case is pass or fail. That is what they are going to do. Everything they do, documentation. And the same documentation they will provide to the client. And client will check or analyze the data. Okay. This is what we are going to do in your quality testing. So I will show you the testing template also. So to know all these things, at least you need to have basic SAP screen knowledge. First, I am giving the overview. Once we are entered into the SAP screens, after some time, again I will read back all these things. I will show you the business blueprint document, testing documents, everything I will show you how we need to prepare everything. Okay. This is your quality testing. Anybody having any doubts are in unit testing and quality testing? If no doubts, then we'll go for regression or integration testing. If no doubt, then we'll go for integration testing, then followed by regression. Yes, sir, please. No doubt, right? Yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is the main difference between unit testing and quality testing?
So unit testing means you are going to do. As a
Okay.
consultant, you develop it. So let us assume business required a process. Let's take
Okay.
general entry. Just
Mm,
take normal general entry.
okay.
Debit expenditure, credit cash.
Mm,
This is business expectation. For that expectation, what is the requirement you need to do first? To process that business entry, you need to
mm,
set up your system.
okay.
Okay. So now you have done your system setup. That system setup do by only consultant. As a consultant, you have done your setup. Before giving it to testing to someone, first you will check by yourself. Whatever you have done is working or not.
Sir, why can't we do quality testing also with our
That is what it is mandatory to you to do your testing. So
Okay.
see, I'm giving a simple example for your training purpose. But if you look at in an organization, you will have
Mm,
1,000 companies.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you have done your configuration and you are moving it to qualities directly.
Okay.
Okay, but if it get failed at quality level, what you need to do?
We have to redevelop the app.
Yeah, before the quality team comes, why don't you do testing and why don't you finalize as a preliminary testing at least?
It is like exam. We have to check the answer paper once. After that, it
Correct,
will be validated by.
correct. So first you are going to check by yourself whether am I did correct or not.
Okay, sir.
That is the unit testing.
Okay,
So
sir.
the functional person will check whether it is working fine or not. He won't check entire things. He will just check the basic processes. And then he will move to quality, where quality will do thorough testing.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Next one is going to be your integration testing. Next one you write down integration testing. Next one you write down integration testing. Write down, sir. Integration testing. In integration testing, the cross module teams will involve. In integration testing, the cross module teams will involve. In integration testing, the cross module teams will involve. In bracket, in bracket FIMM, FI-MM, FI-MM, FI-SD, FI-SD, CO-PP, CO-PP, comma, PMPS, CO-PP, comma, PM, comma, PS, etc. 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 bracket close. Bracket close. Yeah, you write down, sir. Next point. As we are aware, as we are aware, SAP is real-time system, real-time integration system. As we are aware, SAP is real-time integration system. Real-time integration system, which means if we do any transaction, in other modules, the same will get triggered automatically. The same will get triggered automatically. The same will triggered automatically. The other cross modules also. The same will trigger. The same will trigger the other cross modules also. The same will trigger other cross modules also immediately. The same will trigger automatically, immediately. The same will trigger automatically to other modules also immediately. Immediately means we will say it as real time processing. Immediately. Example. You just write down example. Example. Material purchase. Example. Material purchase. Material purchase. Here, material purchase entry will happen in MM module. Here, the material purchase entry will happen in MM module. Here, the material purchase entry will happen in MM module. At the same time, the stock entry will get updated in At the same time, the stock entry will get updated. At the same time, the stock entry will get updated in FI also. In FI also. At the same time, the stock entry will get updated in FI also. In FI also. Next point. In integration testing, minimum 2 module teams will get involved. In integration testing, minimum 2 modules teams will get involved. Minimum 2 module teams will involve for testing. Minimum 2 modules team will get involved in testing. Minimum 2 modules team will get involved in testing. Minimum 2 modules teams are involved for testing. Okay, clear, sir? Integration testing. Anybody having any doubt? So as I said, simple example, material purchase. So team will involve, FI team also will involve. Okay, if it is related to sales, SD team will involve, FI team will involve. Okay, if it is PP, CO team will involve and PP team will involve. That is where the entries will be. Okay, clear, sir? Anybody having any doubt till here? Yes, sir. Next one you write down as regression testing. Next one you write down regression testing. Next one you write down regression testing. Okay? Regression testing. Yes, sir. Regression testing. We'll do it tomorrow, sir. We'll take the note. Regression testing tomorrow.
Please subscribe to BSAP Technologies YouTube channel.